"Montez is a huge addition to our team," said General Manager Ryan Poles, via the team's website. "He is not only a great player but a great person." The former first-round pick led the Commanders with 6.5 sacks through 8 games in 2023 and has 27 total pressures, per PFF. In 4.5 seasons in Washington, Sweat has generated 35.5 sacks. It's the second year in a row that Bears general manager Ryan Poles shipped out a second-round pick for a player at the trade deadline. Dubai, United Arab Emirates. Yemen's Houthi rebels for the first time Tuesday claimed missile and drone attacks targeting Israel, drawing their main sponsor Iran closer into the ongoing Israel-Hamas war in the Gaza Strip and further raising the risks of a regional conflict erupting. The Houthis, who have held Yemen's capital, Sanaa, since 2014 as part of that country's ruinous war, claimed 3 attacks on Israel in a later military statement, without elaborating on the timeframe of the operations and whether Tuesday's salvos represented 1 or 2 attacks. General Pat Ryder, the Pentagon's press secretary, acknowledged the Houthi fire targeting Israel, suggesting the rebels had missiles able to reach some 2,000 kilometers (1,240 miles). There also has been at least 1 attack that the Houthis claimed where suspicion later fell fully on Iran. While the Houthis claimed the Abqaiq attack, the US, Saudi Arabia and analysts blamed Iran. CNN. The San Antonio Spurs led the Phoenix Suns for a total of 1.2 seconds on Tuesday, but they were the most important 1.2 seconds of the game. 1 draft pick Victor Wembanyama added 18 points, 8 rebounds and 4 blocks as San Antonio recorded its first road win of the season. "They whack him on the arm, okay, before the ball gets ripped out of his hands, no call," Vogel told reporters. "We made a gazillion mistakes, but it's a game of mistakes," San Antonio head coach Greg Popovich told reporters. "I was really proud of them." The Spurs and the Suns, who are both 2-2 on the season, meet again in Phoenix on Thursday. The first college football playoff rankings are here. The Buckeyes have 2 of the best wins in all of college football over Penn State and Notre Dame, boosting their resume and leading to the top spot. Florida State closed the top 4 as an undefeated team with no 5, Washington being the first undefeated team to miss out on the top 4. 6, Oregon leads all of the 1-loss teams, with its only loss coming to a Washington team ranked in the top 5. After much thought about what the Raiders need to move forward, I have decided to part ways with Josh and Dave. I want to thank them both for their hard work and wish them and their families nothing but the best, said Las Vegas Raiders owner Mark Davis. While Matthew Perry never married, he did have a 3-year relationship with his ex-fiancée Molly Hurwitz. So who is Matthew Perry's ex-fiancée? Here's everything to know about Molly Hurwitz and her past relationship with the late actor. She and Perry started dating in 2018. Matthew Perry and Molly Hurwitz. The following day, Hurwitz was spotted walking her dogs without her engagement ring. 056 Open extended reactions. The Chicago Bears have granted cornerback Jalen Johnson permission to seek a trade ahead of Tuesday's deadline, a source told ESPN's Jeremy Fowler. Johnson recently requested to be traded after not coming close to reaching a new deal with the Bears last week, the source told Fowler. The San Francisco 49ers and Buffalo Bills are among the teams discussing potential trades for Johnson, a source told ESPN's Ed Verda. If the last-place Bears, 2-6, are unable to trade Johnson, they could use their franchise tag next year on him. Johnson, 24, has 18 tackles, 2 interceptions and a forced fumble in 6 games this season, his 4th with the Bears. Open extended reactions. The Green Bay Packers sent veteran cornerback Rasul Douglas to the Buffalo Bills shortly before Tuesday's trade deadline. The Bills sent a 2024 third-round pick to the Packers for Douglas and a 2024 fifth-round pick. Douglas had been among the most vocal Packers players when it came to expressing frustration over their struggles on the way to the 2-5 start. "We're saying yes, but until we actually do the S, it don't really matter," Douglas said after Sunday's loss to the Minnesota Vikings. Since then, the Bills have 0 interceptions, a total QBR allowed of 63.9, 26, and are allowing 238.8 passing yards per game. It's time to start watching the season's best Halloween movies, and there's quite an array of choices. The film focuses on four newly turned Ghostbusters on a journey to save New York from impending doom. Still, in this ghostly corner of the internet, I'm going to discuss why Ghostbusters is a guilty pleasure worthy of a place in your annual Halloween movie marathon. Visiting haunted houses is another classic Halloween activity. I swear there's a point related to Ghostbusters here. If you're still holding Ghostbusters in your hands, wondering whether you want to check it out or not, don't be afraid to watch it. What was your first, true afraid to do anything alone afterwards scary movie? What do you remember about the experience? How old were you? Did it inspire a lifelong love of horror movies, or did it leave you checking under your bed at night? Tell us in the comments, then read the related article, where Times readers share their first scary movie memories. Students 13 and older in the United States and Britain, and 16 and older elsewhere, are invited to comment. Garcia had what Rangers manager Bruce Bochy described as a moderate strain in his oblique. If this World Series goes to a Game 7, John Gray, the man who pitched 3 scoreless innings in relief of Scherzer on Monday, will probably start it. He then delivered the walk-off home run to win Game 1 of the World Series in extra innings. If this were the regular season, they would both go on the injured list, Young said of Garcia and Scherzer. Even if they don't match the impact of Garcia or Scherzer, Young expects his Rangers to persevere.